If you are a common male, you have most likely been in a situation where a girl acts in a way that makes you question yourself whether or not she likes you, only then to be completely wrong and make a fool of yourself, or even get a restraining order. So let's put you, the common male, to the test to see how you would respond to the following scenarios and if you are good at recognizing signals from girls. Let's pretend you are just slaving away at Pet Simulator X, which at this point has become a daily routine for you, and a girl suddenly shows up, sends a trade request, and gives you one of the best pets in the game. You ask her, "Why would you do something so nice?" And she responds with,
"You're cute."
Does she like you? You cannot be too sure from this example. She might just be a nice person to every noob she sees and give them a good pet to feed her own ego, or she just feels sorry for you since you're putting in more hours into a game than most fathers spend with their kids. So let's say you are in a game that is full of online daters. A girl turns to your direction, gives you a little wink, and then turns back to her friends. Maybe she even giggles a bit. You walk up to her and ask her to mic up, because you have nothing better to do in your life than asking random kids online to speak to you. She immediately says yes, and next thing you know you're in a Discord voice chat with her all night long, talking about your childhood, joyful memories, and maybe even what you like about each other. Does she like you? Once again, you really cannot be too sure with the information given so far. She might like you a tiny bit, but it may also just be her open personality and adventurous nature. She may also be a little stupid, given that she is literally unaware of the fact that she is telling a random stranger on the internet everything about herself, as if the term stranger danger only applies to the real world. Alright, time for the final example. Let's say you're on the toilet and then suddenly the doorbell rings. You open the door and in front of you is the girl you have been spending lots of time together with lately. She blushes a bit and says,
"I really enjoyed the past few dates we went on."
Now so far, that's a really good sign, because she actually believes you guys went on dates, whereas you thought you were simply just getting free rides to the city. So, let's pretend she then says,
"Would you like to come over to watch Netflix together, and maybe even chill too?"
Once again, this is a really good sign, especially when it's her inviting you over, meaning you don't have to clean your dirty room. Couple hours go by and you are watching Cars 3 or something like that, and she says,
"I'm getting really tired, how about we go upstairs and we chill on my bed?"
This is once again another good sign. She probably has a really comfortable bed and wants to show it to you. Either that or she doesn't like Cars 3, which is highly unlikely given that it's an awesome movie. So then let's say you go upstairs. You sit on her bed, which is sadly not as comfy as you thought, and you're kind of upset she would rather sit on an uncomfortable bed than watching Cars 3. When suddenly she turns off the lights, sits on top of you, and next thing you know, you're a father. Does she like you? Yeah, honestly, you really cannot be too sure. She turned off the lights, so it may just have been too dark in the room for her to see you properly, and maybe she tripped on her Wi-Fi cable, which then made her fall on top of you and then accidentally got her pregnant. As you can see, being able to tell if a girl likes you or not is pretty difficult and requires lots of attention to small detail. Just keep your senses sharp and maybe one day you will become just as good as me.